You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss show, and in today's episode, I wanted to talk about people, not even people, like more so men being toxic towards women in video games, because you don't really hear like when a woman is toxic to another woman in a video game. I feel like that how I've seen it, like when women come across each other in video games, they become the best of friends, fam. Like that's what I've picked up so far. Like, cause no, like you will see it in videos, you will see it in streams, you will see it anywhere and everywhere. When two women come across each other in a video game, like let's say it's Call of Duty for an example, right? And they hear another woman talking on their team, and then they just, fam, you would have thought like they've known each other for some time. Like that chemistry that they just built within like a few seconds, it's crazy. And then like now how I see, because I remember back in the day, I remember when a guy would hear like a girl like talking on like Call of Duty. Oh my god, like that guy thought he had a chance. Like, no, seriously, that dude was like, oh, this is it. This is the one. I'm getting married tonight, right now. Like, in Call of Duty. Not in real life, not in no church, not no actual legitimate ceremony. Like, no, we're getting married right here in freaking Nuketown, Black Ops, Xbox 360. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how it transitioned from that to transition to... And I'm guessing, like, maybe the reason why is because... like, all right, so what I've seen, and I'm like, not every girl is like that, bro. Like, just talking to the guys out there, not every girl is like that, where they're the gamer girl that's expecting everybody to carry them, and you know they're just saying some like cringy stuff, and you know that, no, bruh, like there are some women that I follow. Not even some, like a good portion, if not all of the women that I followed on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, like they're actually good at games. Like I was saying, I remember the last girl that I had just recently seen on TikTok, and she plays Destiny. And if you guys know, like I am a fan of Destiny, I'm a big fan of it. But she's out here killing it in raids, like playing other modes of the game. Like she's crazy good at the game. Got like a whole like stat thing. So she is, I wouldn't really consider her a Destiny streamer, but she does play, you know, Destiny and stuff. But she's not saying cringy things. Every video I've seen of hers has been funny and stuff from TikTok. And yeah, so I'm like, that's right. And then like also on top of that, it's like, then there's like, I just met her, but then there's like friends of mine's there playing like games. I'm like, there's one of my friends, I'm pretty sure you guys might have seen me talk about her from time to time, but Blazin', she plays Call of Duty. And fam, like her videos, you would have thought she was doing one. Remember them like old, not old, but like, I guess it would be some years old, like probably like 10 years old, but them like montage videos of like Black Ops or Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2, but just like them old like montage videos of people just killing it and stuff in games. And I'm like, oh my god, these people are crazy. Like, Blazin' is right up there. Like I'm saying, it's crazy. She'll post videos of herself like throwing a knife at somebody, jumping down a building, sniping two people, and I'm like, how are you this good at the game? Like, not even like, it ain't even on like some like man woman type stuff. Like, no, you as an individual, how did you get good, this good at the game? And I'm like, bruh, if I had tried to do that, I probably would have missed the knife throw. Probably would have jumped too high, or just too far down to the ground, and then would have broke my character's legs and then been down. Had to self-revive. Somebody come running around the corner and then shot and killed me. That's me. That's how I play. But I'm like her on there. No, from time to time, I'm like, I'll call her that. That's like my nickname for her is Blazin' Wick. Cause honestly, she's out there doing some John Wick stuff when she's playing Call of Duty, and I'm like, then there's other friends of mine. One of the friends, close friend of mine's, Leans, aka Leans with it. She be playing like Black Ops Cold War, but no, like that's why I'm more so talking or doing this episode is because how I see people like in her game, like guys in her game, and how toxic they are towards her, and I'm like, fam, what did you do to them? Like, it's crazy. It is so insane. Like, to anybody wondering, just join one of her streams, okay? Join one of her streams. I'm telling you, when she's playing Black Ops Cold War, there are people in there being so toxic, and it's like, bruh, why? What did she do to you as an individual? Like, before this, okay? Like, cause no, I'm like, I wish I had Black Ops Cold War so I can join her games and be like, question, do you know her? Has she done anything to you? Like, was like, I'm saying, like, was there like, she took your favorite Hot Wheel back when you was in elementary? Took your juice box when you was in middle school, cut you in line in high school? I'm saying, like, has this gone on for some years? You know, like, I got you to fail a class in college? Like, what's going on? Cause I'm like, bro, you're being toxic towards her. Like, this is some like Tupac and Biggie stuff. It's honestly, it is insane. It is crazy. But no, there was a night not too long ago where I gave her, like, you know, a joke to use on some people, and it did silence the guy. But I'm like, nah, like, if like you need some comedy or some roasting jokes to say to somebody on Call of Duty or anywhere, I'm like, contact me. I'm like, I'm available 24/7. If you need me to just post a daily joke to say to somebody, I'm like, say it. But man, I'm telling you, it's crazy how like people just be talking crazy to others, or just how dudes would talk crazy to women and stuff on like anything. I'm like, fam, or on any video game whatsoever. But it's crazy. Like, I don't know. Like, and then even seeing it like on Twitch, seeing how like some people can be toxic on there, and I'm like, bro, why? Like, that's why I'm like, that's like one of the main reasons why I play like solo games, just so I don't have to deal with people. But I know like you can't just do that strictly. Like, you have to play like other games, like especially if there are certain things that you want to play. Like, you ain't got no choice but to play with people. Like, I was playing Call of Duty Warzone, and then it was like, in order to play Warzone, I had to play like the Rebirth map, because, excuse me, that's what everybody is playing. So I'm playing that, and I was like, it was alright. Like, the first time I played that, it was chill. I won my first game in it and stuff, but I was like, man, like, I don't want to play that no more. But anyways, but no, it's like you're like forced to play these games with people, and I'm like, Fortnite, I'm trying to think, like, I haven't seen too many toxic people on Fortnite, but I'm pretty sure it exists, you know. And it's just, it's honestly, it's insane, man. I'm like, bro, why? Like I was saying, I'm like, is this like some past beef, or like, do you have a thing against women? Because if so, then it's like, bro, like, do you talk like, because I'm saying, like, do you talk like this to a sister, a friend, your mom, grandma, auntie? Like, it's crazy. You know, you would think like people would just have a little bit more respect, because I know people would probably ask me, how do I act when I'm playing video games? I'm like, not like that. I'm telling y'all right now, like, I'm like, I don't even be talking with people. If it doesn't matter whether it's a guy, girl, kid, old person, freaking an infant, a fetus, okay? I'm like, I don't want to hear nobody talking. I'm just playing the game, and that's it. That's all I care about. I don't need, you know, like, I just want to do my thing in the game. Cool. You know, but I know, like, you know, yeah, it's like the whole, like, team aspect that I gotta focus on, but I'm saying, like, you know, like, if I hear a woman talking on the game, I'm like, hey, she needs my help. I'm like, all right, you know, I'll help. I'll do what I can and things. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know, like, a part of me is like, I'm not gonna be toxic, but, you know, let's talk it, like, let's say if it's one of those, like, you know, them gamer girls where they're like, oh, can you help me? How do I use a gun? How do I do that? I'm like, fam, you shouldn't be playing this game. Like, you should have at least watched some videos before you got into this game. Like, I don't try to, like, sound like I'm being rude or I'm getting smart with somebody and stuff, but I'm just saying, I'll say or think of some stuff like that. I'm like, you know, if you want to switch to a gun, it's like you gotta go pause the game, change class. There you go. You got like a whole, like, you know, a bunch of classes. But if you want to change that, then you're gonna have to exit out the game, go and, I'll give somebody some advice. Like, they're brand spanking new to the game. Like, you can tell, like, by their voice, they're not trying to sound all, sexy and crap. Like, you can tell when somebody's genuinely confused when playing the game and stuff. So that's why I'm like, yeah, stuff like that. Like, I'll help a person out, but it's like they just doing it just to, for whatever reason and stuff. I'm like trying to, I don't know, get me to like bow down to them and call them master. And I'm like, fam, this ain't the 1800s. I'm like, me as an African American male, I am not bowing down to anybody. And I know it's like probably like more to it and stuff, but I'm just not going to be rude overall to a person. Like, before I do that, I'll leave the game. Like, I'll do that before I do or say anything else. Because I'm like, yeah, it's like, them people don't need to go through that. They don't deserve that. So it's like, why am I being rude to that person? Like, that's where you guys sit down and ask yourself. But no, it's crazy. It's like that. But overall, like, I guess giving out advice to both parties, like, if you're a girl playing a game and you're dealing with a bunch of toxic guys, roast them. Say some things about them that's gonna hurt their feelings. Like, say some like off the wall stuff. That's why I said to Leans to tell her to say to the guy. Told her to tell the guy that he's shaped like a kneecap. After she had said that, it's like after she had said that, the guy dead silence. Because he probably started thinking about it. He probably was looking in the mirror and saying, bruh, I don't even look like one of them strong kneecaps. I look like one of them like overly large kneecaps where you can't even see that it's a kneecap. You can see where the little, like the brown mark is at and stuff, but you can't see the knee. Like, I honestly look like a overly grown kneecap and stuff. Like, but no, you gotta like say some things like that, like to just get in a person's head and it was funny because another person was in the game and heard that and he was all like, hey, like that was deep. Telling the guy he's shaped like a kneecap, nah, that was deep. Like, and it was, because I'm saying it's stuff like that that's gonna really have a person. I'm like, nah, okay, if this person gonna be mad, I'm gonna show them. I'm like you gonna really be mad playing the game with me, but no, it's like you gotta say some things like that. Get in their head, make them just highly upset. Do things to just, it ain't even about winning the game now. It's like, oh nah, you're gonna be toxic towards me. I'm gonna give you a reason not to ever be toxic towards anybody, including women, in a game and stuff. And then what other advice I can give out. But if you don't want to do all that, then it's like, yeah, just, leave the game, join another one. I know, because I think Call of Duty, they'll do that sometimes. They'll put you right back in the same game. So if that happens, then, exit out the game completely and then just do it. And if it's still doing it, then it's like, yeah, Call of Duty has always been a toxic thing. Like, I could tell you right now, it's like all the toxic stuff that I've seen and that I've dealt with in Call of Duty, bro, I'm telling you. Like, Call of Duty is just one of those games where it's like you gotta have like thick skin and you gotta be mentally prepared to play Call of Duty and stuff. So yeah, that. And then like talking to guys, it's like, fam, that girl ain't did nothing to you, nothing whatsoever. So why you're being toxic? You guys sit down and ask yourself that question, like, why? Like, my thing is this. Imagine you going to play your game, right? Talking to the fellas out there. But it's like, imagine you going to play your all-time favorite game, playing online, and you're dealing with some people that's just being toxic towards you for no reason. Like, at the end of the day, you don't know what can trigger this girl, what can get this girl upset, what, I'm not expecting people to just, oh, everybody you come across on video games, you gotta be nice to them. But you ain't gotta be toxic towards them. Like, don't say nothing to them if that's the case. Mute them. I'm saying, like, but it's stuff like that where it's like, bruh, this person can be like, the greatest teammate that you had, all right? And then you just being toxic. But at times though, like, no, it's because when I'm watching Leans, she's playing Search and Destroy, and I think it's like there's like that time gap where you're like talking to the opposite team and stuff, and so there's that. But no, like, even if, whether it's, it's the enemy or whether it's your teammate, but it's like, still, you hear a woman talking, it's like, there ain't no reason to be rude to her. None whatsoever. Because I'm saying, like, how would that make you? I know a lot of people will be, they don't like to think like that. They always want to avoid, thinking like that and stuff. But it's like, nah, to put that image in their head. Let's say that your mom, she goes and starts playing the, Call of Duty or whatever, Fortnite, Apex, whatever game out there. And somebody's just calling her all out her name, being toxic towards her. And your mom starts crying. Then it's like, then what are you going to do? You can't do nothing. You ain't like, you're going to track this person down and fight them. So it's like, what are you going to do? Of course, you're going to be going off and getting mad on these guys. So it's like, how do you think somebody else feels? And it's like, yeah, it's like at the end of the day, sometimes people be having thick skin or not, but it's like, if not, then it's like, you don't know how that person, you don't know what that person is going through, you don't know how their day is or anything, and you're just actively making them more upset. So I'm saying, it's like, it's stuff like that, it's not cool, man. It's like, dang, it's like, fellas, have more respect for women in video games. But it's like, it ain't even for like video games, it's like for all aspects of life, whether it's some face-to-face stuff, Twitch streamer, YouTuber, TikToker, just a random girl on a video game, like in all aspects of life, have more respect for women, because it's like, bruh, they ain't did nothing to you. But yeah, it's like, based off of that, it's like, yeah, I can see you ain't gonna have no successful relationship, bro. Like, it ain't gonna be good for you. It's like, it's either gonna be this. You're gonna, you're either acting like that to your significant other, and she don't want to be in a relationship with you no more, but she's scared because she probably think you some psychopathic murderer, or you're just overall not gonna be in a good relationship. It's like, I feel like a woman be able to see, like, oh, this dude, he's weird, he's something wrong with him. Like, I can tell that. I can tell by his vibe something ain't right with him. You gonna just be getting rejected left and right, bro. Left and right. All right, so. Anyways, and that being said, but yeah, it's like, just be more respectful, but that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching in or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe, and if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss, and make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase, and make sure you use my supported credit code for Epic Games, TMossBoss. Actually, you know what? No, that code I don't even think is working anymore. So yeah, SeatGeek, cool, Epic Games, and the supported credit code. I don't know if that's even working, but. And that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.